The following program is a presentation of WBOB Radio and the Gerke Research Foundation.
I'm Dr. Cecil Gerke, your usual host. Thank you for tuning in after last week's fiasco. I have to give the listeners this week much credit for sticking with the show. With me this week, I have Yervin Mushfarvin. He's a backwoodsman. Hello, Mr. Mushfarvin.
Hi, Dr. Gerke.
Please tell us your story. I regret to have you tell this rather quickly, please, Mr.
Well,
Mushfarvin.
I live far in the backwoods of Salem, away from a town. And one night I saw UFO land.
Okay.
And I know you're not. I'm a very avid listener to the show. I know you're not real happy about this, but I don't believe Sasquatches are from outer space. I do not believe that. Let me make that clear.
Okay, well, like I said, we are short on time, but I will attempt to give you at least a couple of minutes on the on your story.
Two humanoids left the craft, followed by another humanoid-looking robot.
Humanoids. It's the first two humanoids looking
like
what appearance?
Like people.
Okay.
But, I mean, they look like people, but, I mean, they're obviously from outer space because they landed in a spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
They proceeded to look around the area, and a Bigfoot creature, or a creature looking like a Bigfoot, left the craft as well and began looking around with one of the other humanoids. And I thought this was quite odd. At this time, another spaceship landed behind it. I didn't really see what it looked like, but another humanoid got out. And another
Similar
spaceship...
to the first two humanoids?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if I would have seen them on the street, I would have thought they were people, but I'm assuming they're aliens. Meanwhile, another craft landed further back in the woods. And
third craft.
Third craft, yes. And several occupants of that craft came running towards the occupants of the original two crafts, and wherein a fight broke out.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled their laser guns and began shooting at each other. Now, the other aliens, the ones that landed in the third craft, were all wearing white armor, and the aliens from the first two crafts, they had lasers. Even the Sasquatch had a laser, except one of them didn't have a laser.
Was he wearing some sort of sash?
Something like that. He didn't have a laser. He had some other kind of weird weapon. It wasn't as clumsy or as random as a blaster. It was...
Is that what they're called, blasters?
I'm assuming. And he ignited it, and it appeared to be some kind of lighted saber of some sort. I don't know what the technical term might be. It was at that point I ran to my house, wherein several of the white-armored aliens busted through my door and was followed by a black-armored alien, who was apparently looking for some sort of plans. Well, of course, the only thing I could think of was the droid I had found several weeks ago in the escape pod. That was the only thing I could think of. So
I'm assuming you gave him...
Well, no, about that time, the humanoid and the Sasquatch ran in and began shooting. Well, of course, another alien came in, dressed in blue armor, with a rocket pack on, and they started all shooting. I mean, it was just chaos out of my little one-room shack. And I had to tell you, I mean, the troopers were storming all over the place, and the Sasquatch was growling, but it seemed to be on the side of the good humanoids.
Well, it's good to hear that the creatures have decided to... fight for the side of good.
I can only assume they were the side of good. So anyway, the good guys, what I'm calling the good guys, grabbed the droid and left, whereas the black alien, the black armored alien, told one of the others that there would be no one to stop us this time. They promptly left after obliterating my shack. I have another tale involving a green little munchkin-looking guy, but it's probably not relevant here.
Actually, my guess would be that you have at least two more tales, but...
Actually, that's in the middle of the story. That's actually what you'd almost call like part 4 of my story.
Well,
it begins a long time ago.
Okay, well, thank you for tuning in to the Squatch Before the Storm. Make sure you tune in with us next week. It will be our Gala 50th anniversary episode. You're going to want to definitely tune in for that one. It's a milestone in the Apetalk series. You've been listening to the Squatch Before the Storm. Thank you. Good night.